This is how the world ends, not with a bang, but with a desert. Before he was a god, he was my only friend. They spent billions to create him. I spent everything to save him. Power like this was never meant to be contained. He's not a monster. He's a force of nature fighting back. Rule number 1, if I sleep, the world disappears. It's too late to run. The desert is calling everyone home. Everything he touches becomes part of him, including me. Welcome to the age of the one tail. This is our story, the boy who couldn't sleep and the god who couldn't die. It was hidden in a place even the sun forgot. It wasn't just a rock, it was a heartbeat. He looked so innocent back then, just a handful of desert. He didn't eat food, he fed on pure energy. My house was becoming a beach, one room at a time. He needs me awake. If I dream, his darkness takes over. Keeping a secret this big was impossible. They tracked the chakra signature. The hunt was on. They didn't come to talk. They came to take back their property. I realized then that he wasn't just a pet. He was a weapon designed for survival. Our life in the city ended that night. The only way out was forward. That's when the voice started. A promise of power and the warning of the price.
It consumes.
We went back to where he was born, to the place where sand has no limits. Rule number 1, if I sleep, the seal breaks. If the seal breaks, he takes everything. They think they can catch a god in the middle of his kingdom. They're about to learn. They fired everything they had, but in the desert, every grain of sand is his soldier. He wasn't just defending us, he was enjoying the chaos. One breath was enough to turn their technology into scrap metal. We found a place where the old world met the new nightmare. The more he ate, the more the seal on my soul began to crack. Sleep, he whispered. Give me the keys to the kingdom, and the pain stops. They found a way to stop the flow, to freeze the spirit of the dunes. For the first time, the desert god felt the cold bite of human science. I couldn't let them freeze him. If he dies, I go with him. The desert reclaimed its own, and it was hungry. I failed. The darkness finally won. When the warden sleeps, the prisoner takes the throne. He was no longer a pet. He was the absolute sand. But they came prepared for a god, with chains made of pure gravity. They wanted to bury him under the weight of the world he hated. I wasn't just watching, I was him. Every grain of sand was my nerve ending. Together, we were a storm they couldn't calculate. Then came the Susanoo one, the pinnacle of Project Control. A machine with his face, his power, but no soul. It was a battle between a god and an idol. They weren't just fighting him, they were changing his very nature. The link was a double-edged sword. His pain was mine. He didn't want to survive anymore. He wanted to erase. One strike to show the difference between a pulse and a program. But the sky had more tricks, and we were right where they wanted us. They didn't want to kill him. They wanted to harvest him piece by piece. The price of the bond was paid in full. I was no longer a human guest. For a second, the monster remembered the boy who gave him a home. They prepared the void, a place where even sand cannot breathe. I stopped fighting the sleep. I embraced the dream. The prisoner didn't escape. He destroyed the prison and the warden. Their pride, their science, their weapon. It all returned to dust. A god's grip has no mercy for those who try to cage the wind. The age of machines ended with a single roar. The war was over, but the desert is a lonely place. I woke up in a world that felt different. I was the core now. He didn't leave. He just found a better place to hide. We were back to the beginning, but this time I knew the secret. We have a long road ahead, and plenty of energy drinks. But the government never stops at one. They have more property to find. The storm was just the first chapter. The world is my sandbox now, and I'm still not sleeping. He has a wicked sense of humor. He's not just in the sand, he's in everything that's wild. The scientist is dead. Long live the desert spirit. Remember the feeling. This was only the beginning. Are you ready to wake up? See you in the dunes. See you in the dunes.